That is crazy. Hey, Chuggus is wild. Miss Bunny, why when I'm getting my new YouTube up, my new live, and I look down and I'm reading, he's talking some Miss Bunny, I'm pretty worried about getting mayonnaise all over my couch though. I might need a plastic sheet or something before you come over. Hey James. Hey James, you're #1 in the chat right now. What the hell is going on, Miss Bunny, with you and Chuggus? He told us some don't judge. Mayonnaise is a natural lubricant. Serge asked, was I a water sign? Did I even guess him right? Because he asked what sign. He said he's a Scorpio. He said, I'm a fire horse, Scorpio. He's a Scorpio. I guess Sag for him. So, I don't know. I was low-key off, but not that far. You shaking booty tonight? I'm so happy to be back, you guys. I'm so happy to be back. What the hell going on here, Miss Bunny? Her and Chuggus got a crazy rendezvous in the making. Chuggus talk about he got a big tub of mayonnaise from Costco. He asked her, should he lay down plastic? Dookie going, Miss Bunny and myself, mayonnaise will cool off the heat. What the fuck, bro? Bro, what the hell? Mouth isn't hot from those lines, huh, Dookie? Yo, what the hell? Okay, so anyways, I should have made berry tea instead. Makes the tea with the big mistake. I'm low-key messiness. Why you didn't pour you up a cup of piss tea? My shit for sure just cooled down after that. What time I'm going to be on here tomorrow, best friend Julrae? That's a good question. I'm gonna try to get on again tomorrow. Y'all almost didn't see me today, even though I had got my account back. So I am happy to be back. Piss tea. Messiness talking about some no. I covered my couch. What is Chuggus talking about? I covered my couch and floor with plastic, Miss Bunny. I'm ready for you now. What is he? He's trying to do diabolical things with a tub of mayonnaise from Costco. When I was young, boy, my father took me to a city to see a marching band. He said, son, when you grow up, would you be the savior of the broken, the beaten, and the damned? I know that song. Mayo is an instrument, like a condiment. It's supposed to be a condiment. Enjoy now, Mia Moore. Enjoy now, your breasts. Say Tweez. Hi, welcome to the live. Piss tea sounds like a dehydrated tea. Piss tea sounds like it's a tea that actually has way more beautiful benefits than what you can actually get from the title alone. I'm about to get weird up in here. But I had a dad crying and she wanted her daughter back and she wanted her father, adopted daughter. Welcome to the live. I'm pretty, thank you. Who the fuck goes to Costco these days? I have to go to Costco's, Messy. Messy, I got a benefits. Piss tea sounds like a tea that actually, in theory, shouldn't work. It shouldn't be good. But then it has some brilliant benefit, like a cure for cancer. Enjoy now, your breasts. I feel like I'm lit already, you guys. Like, lowest of keys, I am. Nala, welcome back. They saying they love me. Shout out to 103 of you guys. We was just at 100 piss T. You know what I'm saying, Cloven? Shout out to 149 of you guys. Make sure you guys double tap the live stream. Who pisses is finna cure cancer? Piss tea sounds like a tea that's actually made from a root in the ground. Like, it's not a mushroom, but they believe it might somehow have some type of relations to mushrooms. But it's actually a root that just looks like a mushroom. It's either a mushroom that looks like a root, or it's a root that looks like a mushroom. And it cures cancer. I'm making this shit up. But if it pops up in the reality, I'm a strong manifester, y'all. Y'all, I'm making this shit up, but if it pops up in reality, I'm a strong ass manifester, and I literally brought it into reality. Hi, welcome to the live. Is a hallucinogenic. Y'all know what I'm saying. Now, you know, all mushrooms don't make you hallucinate. Some of them make you focus. Can I get mod? Welcome to the live, you guys. Amazing necklace, thanks. Mario Rodriguez, Brazil. Obrigado, boa noite. Tudo bem com você? Via bem? Obrigado. Do y'all know? I'm not going to tell y'all how long I've been on. I've been on since 10 o'clock, right before 10 p.m. my time, so 2 hours. Only my art teacher come to Costco. There's a cure for cancer, but it's expensive. It costs somebody their life already. But piss tea is the one out of all the trippy shit. Piss tea might actually make some people hallucinate if it was a real thing. No, you cannot have mod. Don't be asking. Sorry, one of my mods said there's no new mods. They said no new mods. Can I be your physical mod? I can repair your body. Huh? So y'all, just a reminder, I'm sitting on my plastic covered couch naked, holding a gallon jug of Costco mayonnaise, waiting for my sweetheart, Miss Bunny, to come by. I know you're all jealous. Miss Bunny, are you on your way to Chuggies? To Chuggies' house? He said he's waiting for you. Red ones with white dots will pull your alternative life. Miss Bunny, are you on your way? He's waiting for you. Nala, can you please see how Charles feels about me? What he wants? Nala, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the live. Let's see how Charles feels about you. I low-key broke my headphones somehow, and I was trying to figure out I just got those wired headphones, by the way, but I low-key broke them, and I was trying to figure out. I was like, how did I break? So far, girl, I think you've been thinking about this man a lot, but you also been thinking about him in a detached way. Like, should you detached? You're trying to figure out if you should detach. I feel like everything is fine, but you might not be making it fine in your mind about how Charles feels about you is how it's coming out. But let's see. Thank you, Spirit, for clear, accurate messages. My name is Howard. Somebody's energy doesn't have a lot to give at the moment, but I don't know why that's coming out. Vim para o Brazil, Rio de Janeiro. Oh, okay. Welcome to the live. Like and subscribe. Subscribe. Yeah, he barely messaged you today. Okay, so that's why I was about to say somebody might be energetically drained, to be honest. Like, they don't have nothing to give at the moment. But let's just see how Charles feels about you. Shout out to 191 of you guys on the live stream tonight. Make sure you guys double tap the live stream. So for Nala, let's see how Charles feels about her. Charles, I mean, I see this as positive feelings, positive energy. Let's see his next actions. Let's see his next actions towards you. That's probably my energy. His next actions. So like I said, Nala, I think he's just kind of drained at the moment. And I think he's going to embrace you very soon. And what that embrace could look like, it literally, I mean, it could be physical, but I'm seeing it more so as like him contacting you. Bottom of the deck energy, I think you're going to be very happy. He's also just focusing on himself at the moment. So he might just be a little bit drained. Is he going to care if I'm a drunk? I think right now I think he kind of is just like tailoring himself to his mood of not being that great. But let's see. Will he care if you're drunk? Lala, what you got going on, girl? Let's see. Would he care if you're drunk? Let's see. You know how, like, I'm seeing something, but I don't know if it's part of the message yet. Will he care if she's drunk? No, not in the way that you think. Bottom of the deck to confirm. I think that if you're talking about, if you exhibit behavior of being like a little bit more clingy, a little bit more needing his attention, maybe you get a little bit toxic with that. If you're talking about in that regard, will he care? No. So, I don't judge me, guys, but I got a little hungry waiting for Miss Bunny, so I ate some of the mayonnaise, just a little snack. Miss Bunny, why you always get a boo in here? Miss Bunny, how you always get a boo in here? Let me make sure I can see all the comments. Okay, I can. Cool, cool, cool. I send him videos of me singing drunk. Oh, okay. So the needy energy, clingy energy is just wanting his attention in that regard. So he don't care about that, girl. He don't care about that. He like you girl, he like it when you have it all hanging out type vibe, type beat. So he don't really care about that. He the type to applaud you in your drunkenness, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how, have y'all ever been like around a drunk person and they do some funny drunk shit and then you literally give them a real life answer, like, you know what I'm saying? Like a drunk person does a performance and it's even if it's shit, you like, yay. That's his vibe, girl. He don't care about that. He just think you're just being yourself. What's my hair color? It's like a blonde. It's blonde. Miss Bunny told me I was the one. No. Anybody else have questions? Haha. He says I look good. Yeah, that sounds like good energy. Aw. Yeah, it sounds like good energy. Everything's fine even when you think it might not be okay. It's more fine than what you think, Nala. Jesus loves me. Amen. Shout out to 132 of you guys in the chat. Let's get 132 likes. What hair color is this? So it's blonde, girl. It's blonde. What did Nala say? I almost missed it. The chat went fast. Because he didn't heart my post today. Girl, I think he might be going through something. It could have something to do with finances or just, you know, he might not be having a good mood. Like, he seems not optimistic today. I got blonde hair. Hair is the best. Thank you. What's good, James, brother? I hope he doesn't care if I'm crazy, Jewel. Let's see how he would act if you're as crazy as what you think. Girl, if you act crazy, this man is not going to care the way that you think. If this came up like this, I would say don't act crazy, girl, because he might end y'all connection. But the fact that it came out like this is an energy of like starting over. So if you're crazy, girl, he's just gonna think like y'all have entered, y'all on that part of the roller coaster where you're a little crazy. And guess what, girl, it might turn him. Girl, if you're crazy, I kind of saw this energy, but I was kind of avoiding saying it. Girl, if you're crazy, he's not going to care about that. He's going to think it's a start to something new that y'all about to start. And it might make him become passionate about it. So, yeah. It might make him passionate about it. James loves me. How do I feel about James, mud puppy? You said James loves me. Do I love James? So I broke up with B. Will he hit me up or be a reconciliation? Susan, welcome back. It's been a whole week since I seen you, boo. You want to know? No, I meant Jesus. Oh, Jesus and James loves me. Thank you. But you did say James, so no, you said Jesus. Yo, how am I reading James? That zipper is strong. Where's Susan's comment again? Okay, so I broke up with B. Will he hit me up or be a Girl, why you break up with him? Oh my God, so many people in here. I know it's 184. Make sure you guys double tap. Will B hit up Susan after she broke up with him? What's his next actions? I'm hearing top card. Girl, you broke that man's heart, girl. Susan, you broke up with the man and then you waiting for him to hit you up. Bomb the deck, girl. He trying to find balance. I'm hearing a song. What's his next action? Tell me more. I'm gonna tell you more. What's his next action, girl? He's gonna try to focus on work. He's gonna try to focus on something in his life. The something that he's gonna focus on, girl, you better watch out. Not you in particular, but you gave him like a blow to his ego, so B might be out there being toxic to somebody. Like, he's really putting in a lot of focus and effort into legitimately, like, being, like, he taking that out on somebody else. Shout out to 253 of you guys in the chat. Yeah, whatever new beginning he might, like, let's say B go out to a bar this weekend. Let's say B go out to a bar this weekend. He not looking at anybody new in a good way. That's what I mean. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. Let's say B go out to a bar and he like, you know what, Brody? Let's say he talked to his friends. You know what, bro? Let's go out. Let's go out. Let's go to that one spot that we go to. Cause last time we pulled somebody like da. They gonna go to that spot. He has no good intentions. I would hate anybody to run into B that night. If you think they're going to get anything, they're not going to get the goodness, the good side of B. No, he's going to be toxic. He's going to be controlling. He's going to want things his way only. He's not caring. He's not in a space. If he were to start something new, laugh my ass off when he talk to you, I'm going to see. But I just want you to know, look, shout out to 381 of you guys in the chat. Make sure you guys double tap the live. We should have 200 likes, you guys. I used to do this too. Please find Christ. Welcome to the live. Thank you for that. Nice hair, goofball. Don't call me a goofball. You don't know me, goofy. So let's see. Let's see more. Let's see more. Will he talk to her soon? Will he talk to you soon, girl? Yes. Susan, you and B kind of have a lock in this. Like, y'all more locked. The fact that B is in the energy that any new girl that comes in his life is over for her, that's low-key a good sign that he has some type of rooting with you or that you actually affected him. Not saying it's right. You did affect him when you broke up with him. So in that regard, it's good. It's a good sign for you if you care about him caring about you. Nala, what's up? Will he talk to you? Girl, if he does talk to you, he's going to be emotionally imbalanced. Like, he's not going to talk to you in a way where he's like, Susan, baby, I miss you. Oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna fuck him up if he don't act right. You're going to probably hear from him again, but he's not going to be emotionally, like, he's going to be a little bit distant. So I think maybe you might reach out to him and you'll hear from him. However, he does still see you as kind of like his home base. You're still his home base. However, I feel sorry for the girl that runs into B if she thinks she about to start something new with him. Because be on demon time. 100%. Chugs. Nala, what's up, girl? You got a question? I don't even know what tarot cards you're reading. Distracted by them videos. Shout out to 344 of you guys. Can everybody double tap the live? I would really, really love that. It's my first day back, you guys. It is hiding me. What is she saying? It's hiding you, Nala? What is? Nala, I can still see you because I know you. Jules, so many people in here. It's hiding me. I can still see you, Nala. I just got to focus on the chat. What's up, y'all? What's up? How do you like your eggs? Fry to fertilize, fry to fertilize. I know that song too. Shout out to 327 of you guys in the chat. Let's see if we can get to 150 likes, you guys. Y'all think we can get to 100 likes? Can you try and touch the ceiling? I could try, but but what would be the point? I comment and you can't see it, I don't think. I can see it, Nala. Because you said Jewel. I thought you was about to ask me another question about somebody. Somebody said, let's do trivia again. To the person who wants me to do trivia, do you want me to make... Did we hit 100 likes, you guys? To the person who wants me to do trivia, do you guys want me to come up with the questions again? Nigga, go to sleep. Who telling me to go to sleep in Discord? Search 7 Politics with Matt and go on their live stream. Go listen and laugh at those people. Why do I laugh at those people? Why should I laugh? They will ban you and mute you if you disagree. Damn. I might have to look them up sometime. When will you start your new career, GD? Let's see. When will GD start his new career? I think you're in a progress of rebuilding yourself, GD. I think you're in a season of rebuilding yourself. So when exactly will you start? I think within the next 7 months you might end up finding something, and the thing might be outside of your city or what you're familiar with. So you might have some type of opportunity as far as work, and it might be outside of what you're thinking. So let's say you only work in a certain city. It might be a little bit further out from there. So just prepare for that. I think you might find yourself kind of like resting more or relaxing more in regards to this quote unquote career. As far as your work, I think right now, if you're in a relationship or you're in a partnership or you have a friendship, shout out to 461 of you guys in here. Double tap the live. If you're in a partnership, a friendship, or if you have a work right now, side jobs or whatever, I see you still focusing on that. That's going to be your bread and butter. It's going to really feel like a lifesaver for you at this time. So GD, when you're going to start, I think it's kind of up in the air, but whenever you do start, it might be outside of the cities that you're normally used to. There it is. Thank you, Bunny. You know what, Nala? Nala, I'm just going to make you mod so I don't miss you. I got a question. Is my balls itch? What should you do? Go get that checked out, boo. That's what you should do. Go get that checked out. I'm not a boy. What does Charlie think of my Facebook post? I'm not a boy, so what you should do? I don't know. Is that jock itch? Let's see. Let's see. Jasmine, a friend, gives me rides around town. Do I think we will get married? That's the relationship that I think is the lifesaver for you in your life. Will y'all get married? I think sometimes you lack following the little nudges you get about it. You kind of already have an idea of how Jasmine actually feels about you. And the way that she feels about you, I mean, honestly, I think your lack of intuition is basically based off of how fast you feel this way about her at the moment. So I do see that she does feel the same way. I think things have kind of been building up kind of slow as far as you guys getting to a certain point. However, I do see that you two kind of are in that same energy of feeling the same way. However, there is some type of an energy of you or somebody, either somebody's in the distance of either of you guys' lives that's looking to kind of get in between you two in one way or another, whether intentional or not. So look out for that. It could be somebody that's it's giving me X energy. So there's an X somewhere on both, maybe both of y'all guys. Maybe both of you got an X that's like going to try to intervene. So look out for that. What does Charlie think of Nala's Facebook post? Let me shuffle one more time and ask. What does Charlie think of Nala's Facebook post, Spirit? Girl, when he saw it, he felt more confident. How did he feel? He said, oh, Nala, I'm your man. How did he feel? He said, Nala, I'm your man. Like, that post was, that post described me. I can do that for you. I'm a good woman, Claude. Nala, when Charlie saw your post, he said, I can do that for you. I can fix that. He felt more confident in himself and how his position can be in your life because he felt so sure that he can be exactly what you need. if that makes sense. She said, aha, ooh. And you know if it resonates because you know what the post was. I don't necessarily know what it is. But it gassed him up because he was like, oh, that's me. I can do that. Anybody else in the chat? You was right, Jewel. This tea looked like some watered down boo-boo for real. I thought it was cinnamon tea. Indirectly, Nala. So he caught it. He caught it. She caught me with the thumbnail though. Not gonna lie. Satan is evil. Does B think about me? Will we get into a relationship later? Let's see, Susan. Let me shuffle again for you, Susan, before I start your reading. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Does B think about her? And will they get into a relationship? B thinks about you, and he thinks about how much work y'all have put in with each other. So whatever amount of time, even if it was a short amount of time, he thinks about how much work and energy and time, like, he feels like y'all two know each other in a certain type of way that might, in contrast to somebody else, seem like you two put in a lot of energy and work with each other. Will you two get back into a relationship? I think so. I think that B is holding on to you, and I think vice versa. I think y'all both probably feel similar in that you two have both put in some work. I think sometimes you feel unhappy, but even in your unhappiness, you still feel very chained and connected to him. So I do see you two building over, and I think even in moments of unhappiness on either side, shout out to Do the Right Thing for the super sticker. In moments of feeling unhappy on either of you guys' side, I still see you two still holding on to each other and working things out. That's what I got for you, Susan. She said yes. That's what I got for you. So I do see there is a strong loyalty and dedication, even though you might not feel happy about something in regards to the relationship. Shout out to 586 of you guys on the live stream. Let's see if we can get to 130 likes. We're at 115. Do you guys think we can do that? Anybody with questions in the chat? I'm just cherry picking. I'm cherry picking. You like my necklace? Thank you. This live is so fast, isn't it? Does A hate me because I cheated? Hold on, I like that. I like that question. I don't know why I like it. Let me find her again. Delicia. Okay. I'm not going to be corny and say delicioso. I think that you and A have also, like, y'all relationship has kind of came to an end. Because I saw the world card jump out. It's kind of came to an end, but it has potential. Like, it feels like it has potential to be not completely over. So let's see. Does he hate you because you cheated? Does A hate you because you cheated? Girl, A could not hate you. Delicia, A can't hate you. He can't hate you. Why? Because he like to pop out with you. I ain't gonna lie. A feel like he feels so much. A feels so seen with you, Delicia. He can't hate you. He might be aggravated. He might feel like, oh, I thought maybe she ain't feeling me like how I thought. He might feel like that, but he don't hate you, girl. I feel like you represent a good look for him, so he really likes that. So I do see that y'all might not be talking at the moment. Does he hate you, girl? Heck no. I think he might become a little toxic going forward because he think that's what you like. Maybe he was being toxic, but I see him becoming a little bit more toxic, and I think that you might start to feel that toxicness because he's going to act a little different. His toxicity might put you in your head. So does he hate you, girl? No. You actually represent a good look for him. However, he feel like, oh, well, she like this toxic shit then, so I'm going to be toxic. So you might experience the toxic side from him. Might get a little ghetto, might get a little ratchet, girl. But it's because he really think that's what he feel like he need to do that now. So he low-key trying to hold on to you, but let me clarify that. He low-key look, clarification. He low-key trying to hold on to you because he actually do need your energy, girl. So just know that that's my secret to you about A. Who's next in the chat? Who's next in the chat? Let me see. Dang, I'm drinking the cinnamon yet. You are? Do your ex like you? Let me see. Let me see if I can catch that. Shout out to 653 of you guys in the chat. Let me see if I can even catch their message. What the freak? Chat moving fast. Okay. Where is it at? Jada, is someone stalking you on social media? Sorry if you guys asked the question. I'm gonna get to you guys. Chat moving fast, so I'm trying to catch y'all over here. Let's see if we can get to 200 likes, you guys. Jada, is somebody stalking you? Right away I get no. However, I do see somebody keeping tabs on you. It could be somebody, it could be people that you're familiar with. I'll be honest, Jada, you might have actually a parent that's stalking you, by the way. Like there's some type of older figure that represents like a parent type vibe that might be keeping tabs on you. I don't know if this is your actual parent, even though I heard parent. Like it could be like a gym coach, like a teacher. There's some type of authoritative type of energy that does monitor your page. However, I do see friends and people like that that grew up with you watching your page. And they're watching you grow. They're just watching you grow. Anybody you should be suspicious of? Not at this time, Jada. At this time, Jada, no. I feel like you might be in conflicts with some people. Will me and A get back together? I'm going to see about you, Delisa. I think there might be a sense of competitiveness that you feel. Like, you know how some people feel like, oh, people watching, they don't like the video, they don't like the post. You might feel that type of energy and it could make you paranoid. However, I don't really see it as people stalking you, but I do think the people that are watching you are people who watched you grow up, and they're just in the process of continuously watching you grow up. They want to see what you do next. Coworkers, it could be coworkers as well. So yeah. Chat moving fast because it's 680 of you guys in the chat. Make sure you guys double tap the live stream. Where's Delicia's question? She said, will her and A get back together, right? So let me see about that. Let's see. Well, I see that you and A are kind of on y'all kind of are on a close in your relationship. Will you and A get back together? Let's see. Will A get back with Delicia? Spirit is saying it is somewhat of a dream of yours. Yes. I see you think about him a lot. Like, you think about him a lot. And I think you wonder if he would want to even, I mean, did you guys think about having a baby? Do y'all have a baby? I just see you wanting to start something new with him, something fresh with him, something that's more binding between y'all two. For instance, like a baby. And this guy A really has your mind at the moment, and when it comes to him, he feels very off balance when it comes to you at the moment. Will y'all get back together though? Will y'all get back together? Will they get back together? Will they get back together? Girl, I'll be honest. I feel like at times it is very rough between y'all two. And I think at this moment, I'm not quite seeing the togetherness in the way that you see it as. Meaning, let's say you want to make it more official. Let's say you want to move in together. You want to have the baby. That type of step that you probably are looking for, I'll be honest, I don't necessarily see it at this moment. I kind of see a no contact. I see y'all guys going no contact for a while. I see you sending messages towards him, like probably when you're drunk. Like it's kind of inappropriate timing, meaning even if it's an appropriate time, you guys might be like butt downing each other or like missing each other's calls in that way. So that's going to create some type of a barrier between y'all actually becoming close and how which y'all will be. So at this time, I think his intentions are going to be very much to the open on how he feels and what's his next actions. I think at this time there is going to be maybe a no contact phase between y'all two. Okay. I think that okay. Yeah, I think he might I think he might linger. Y'all two will linger around, and the lingering actually gives you guys an opportunity to start something up. So I'm not going to say that y'all won't get back together, because I do see you two talking to each other again. However, I think that if there's a certain step that you're looking for, what should I do with Rochelle? Renard, welcome to the live. I'll tell you a second. So if there's a certain step that you're looking for to really lock y'all in, that part I don't see. However, there is still a potential for you two to still be in each other's lives for sure. So yeah. Let's see about Renard. I'm gonna shuffle a few times and then we're gonna see. We're gonna see. What should Renard do about Rochelle? I know so many Rochelles and Rochelles. I know so many of them. So let's see. They typically cool people. They typically cool people. Let's see. What should Renard do with Rochelle? I think that maybe you two can pick up the pace between each other. In what way? Have y'all, do you guys go out on dates? I see you trying to figure out what exactly to do with her. I think that you really do care to make an appearance in her life, meaning you really care in how you show up. You want to be somebody who's valued by her. I think that maybe taking her out on a date, if y'all haven't did that yet, something to really show your expression of where you want to go with this. So if you feel like you don't know how to lead the direction, and let's say Rochelle is showing interest to you and you want to reflect that interest back to her, what should you do next with her? Maybe find ways to get closer, meaning date nights, meaning, hey, there's an event, meaning, oh, there's a concert. Try to find ways for you two to be in the same place, same time, to hopefully build more closeness with each other, to get to know each other. So what should you do? I think this is something that you can do fairly quickly. Yeah, close the gap. I see you closing the gap with Rochelle, because right now you two aren't necessarily lovers, but there is a desire for you to be in that way, because I see that you keep up with her always. Like, you need to know what she's doing. I see you needing to know what she's doing. Shout out to you for the super sticker. Let's see. There was somebody else who gave a super sticker, so I want to get to their question too. The Paul brothers worship you as queen. Claude, shout out to you for the super sticker tonight. Shout out to everybody for the super stickers. Thank you. And then I guess I'll catch up. Shout out to everybody. Thank you guys for the super stickers. If you guys have questions when you send the super stickers, you can put it attached to it, so that way I can read your messages that way. What would go with, He said, what would go with my Townsend? Let's see. I like to meet you from Longview. Let's see, Spirit, what would go with the Townsend? Okay, I heard right away, keep it classy. I heard keep it classy, like don't do too much, don't overthink it either, but don't underthink it at the same time. Give me 1 second. Shout out to 503 of you guys in the chats. Shout out to 503. I think don't do too much, but don't underthink too. So if you're able to have somebody else as a second head in the idea, have somebody who also has that mind frame going in with it. Do literally just enough. You don't have to go over the top extravaganza, but you also should think about maybe the necessities and what exactly it is that you're looking to have with that. Claude, don't spam. Is Diego genuine about his feelings about me? Let's see. Let's see right off the top, is Diego genuine about his feelings? I think if you think his feelings is that he's pursuing you at this time, he's authentically pursuing you at this time. So his next actions look like it might be to pursue you. What you can expect from him next, girl, he might have some unhealed ways about himself. Okay, I'm not gonna call the man straight up toxic. He might have some unhealed, okay. It was hard for me not to say he's not toxic, girl. He might be a little toxic. I see he might have a little bit unhealed. I don't know, some women like that. So I can't say whether you should not talk with this man. I think that you might be really you might invite his energy into your life at this time. What I see you two doing next, I see you two, I'll be honest, be careful of Diego. Diego is trying to bridge the gap by any means. Diego is the type to bridge the gap between y'all two by any means. He also might not completely conquer whatever. He might not be able to fully commit to what he's saying to you as well. So be conscious of him being somebody who he's run by desires only. People who are men who are ran by desires only, they can kind of be, they can be kind of people who don't actually have backbones to their plans that they talk about. Shout out to 600 and what was it, 90 people in the chat and 222 likes. So just be conscious of that. Sometimes men have a strong desire, and that's all we really are getting is the strong desire. So yeah, be careful of negative intentions with Diego. How are you going to respond to him? I think that you're a very independent person, Angie, and I think that this won't work on you if he has complete negative intentions. If he has negative intentions, I see you talking your mind, and you kind of like, you're not going to let certain things slide. So he's probably, I didn't see him actually getting victory in what exactly he's trying to do. I think you are going to not hold back, and it's going to be instinctual. Like, it might be something that you're overlooking to the importance of how much that's a plan for him. Does that make sense? Like, let's say he planned something real deep, like, I'm gonna do this and this and this to get my way. Something in that this and this and this, you're gonna have something to say, and it might be matter of fact for you. Like, no, you're not gonna call me at 3 a.m. to come over because I gotta go to sleep tomorrow. Like, you might be so matter of fact, not thinking about how much of it is part of his plan, his evil agenda. So I think that you two might have some distance between each other. If he does have negative intentions, I think that you have an angel on your side. There much to be the angel by my side. I think you might have an angel by your side that's going to help you come out on top and see through his evil intentions. I actually could represent that in this reading. So best of luck to you, Angie. I'm trying to find a partner this year after being single for 2 years, but I don't want to rush it. I don't want to start a family though. Please help. Shout out to Night Guard for the super sticker. So you're trying to find a partner this year after being single for 2 years. You don't want to rush into one, but you do want to start a family. I feel like honestly, that's not a bad thing to be a little bit precautious in what you desire, because sometimes you go in head first to something and then you didn't read all the fine print, right? So, but there is sometimes where some things come at the right time and it can happen very fast. So it's always good to use discernment is what I will have to say before I do your reading, okay? So let's see. What's Spirit's advice for this person? Spirit's advice is for you to let go doubts. So Night Guard, a lot of what you're struggling with is really just doubts. A lot of it is self-doubts. Like, are you, honestly, Spirit wants to get rid of the, are you good enough to have something? Are you good enough to even be one of those 1% people that if something were to happen to you, it could actually just happen right then and fast? So Spirit wants you to get rid of your doubts, your self-doubts. You have like a negative talk that happens at times. Okay, bottom of the deck. It's almost as if you don't believe in yourself is how I just saw that. But also Spirit wants you to do proactive things. If you want a relationship, let's be proactive on what it would look like if you were in a relationship. If a woman of your dreams or man of your dreams enter to your world right now, what's the first thing you're going to be like, I wish I had da-da-da. So if you see yourself as being a man that has, it can be something very simple. Like, I want to have this so I can do this with my woman. How about we focus on those types of things? And that way it'll be easier for you to feel your best when that partner of yours shows up. So Spirit's advice for you is to feel more confident about yourself. There's a healthy self-esteem that we can have that's not cockiness, okay? Sometimes you can look at yourself and you can say, you know what? This is my face. I'm going to live with my face. This is my body. I'm going to live with my body. So I might as well just appreciate my face and my body because I'm living with my face and my body. And I'm going to attract a partner that's going to love my face and my body. And I'm going to love their face and their body. How about we start to come into agreement with what we actually want instead of thinking of it as a negative. Like, oh, but my face is like this and my body's like, as an example. Okay? So going forward in the future, I think that when it comes to relationships, I see you pursuing relationships. However, I don't think that you're going to like a lot of these partners. And that's okay. Sometimes that is just what happens in dating. I also see you probably, when it comes to a job, you might end up potentially finding new work, Or if it's not work, it could be something to do with school. Somewhere, some type of community, church, some type of community you're in. Shout out to Heavy DO for the super sticker. Let me look at the chat, you guys. Miss Bunny timing them out. Miss Bunny timing them out. Just want to know that Jesus loves you and died for your sins. Amen. Hallelujah. Is B stalking me or riding around? Let's see, Susan. Bottom of the deck energy. Right away, I'm not necessarily seeing that high effort of that. Is B stalking Susan? Oh. What is he being sneaky about? Girl, I think B is being sneaky about if B is not in your, like, let's say you and B aren't together at the moment. I think B is aware of B is aware of the opportunity that you would have or could have in giving your energy out to other people. So in that regard, y'all aren't? Okay. In that regard, because he's aware of you being able to do that, I think he does have an idea of you doing these things. Like, he does kind of have an idea that you might leave him out in the cold, or you can when it comes to somebody else. So I think he's a little insecure. I think he is a little bit insecure. So if you suspect that he's doing that, even if he's not doing that, his energy is kind of like insecure, as if he would do that. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Like, he hold on. Girl, B might be doing things to try to keep him from feeling insecure, and that's not always a good thing either, because some people do things that's not conducive for you or them for the sake of them trying to make sure they feel better. So that's something to maybe think about and consider. I right away am not seeing the energy of if he's doing something exactly. All I see is his energy of being toxic. I mean, insecure. I think B is insecure. I think you and him are locked in with each other. However, there is something that's not being said. There's something that's not being said. There's something that's not clear enough for somebody to feel confident and secure. So somebody's not feeling secure and confident because something's not being said. So again, something's not being said. So it's leading to insecurities in y'all relationship. You? Yeah. So yeah. Welcome to the live, you guys. New people, welcome to the live. Make sure you guys double tap the live stream. New subscribers, shout out to you guys. When you say I won't like future partners, do you mean as in their person or attracted to them? If there's a certain person that you're looking for intuitively, like you are subconsciously even, hold on, let me get it. You're not subconsciously necessarily. It's like you're designed, night guard. You're designed for a particular woman. If you're a man, you're designed for a particular woman. So if you feel like you're not meeting the right person, let me see. When you find the right woman, things might pick up faster, at a faster rate than what you are probably ready for. So if you're meeting people and you're not that interested, don't force it, because I feel like the woman that you're supposed to be with is going to be somebody who you're going to know right away. You're going to know right away. It's almost going to feel like she's going to be the type of person that if there is anything in the way, you're going to say to yourself, that's not a problem. You're going to say, that's not a problem. I can get rid of that. I can do that. I can do that. So whoever this woman is that you're supposed to be with, I don't necessarily see you being as, like, it might catch you off to surprise, because she's going to be such a stark difference from what you have been meeting with in the dating realm at the moment. She's going to have like a light about herself. She might be a little bit positive, optimistic. She might be somebody who reminds you of a family member, like a mom, a grandmom. Like she might be like somebody who's attached to something that reminds you of them. Could be faith, could be a sense of community, could be women's empowerment, something like that. And you're going to sense her strength. You're going to sense that she has been through something in life. And when you meet this woman, you're going to literally, it's like when you see her, it's very cliche sounding, but when you see her, I feel, I can feel you getting like butterflies. And it's going to be in your heart. Like the world around y'all is going to slow down. Like, let's say you meet her and I don't know. There's different ways that we can meet people. But when you meet her, it's like y'all two can like be talking to each other. And it's almost as if y'all didn't realize how much time went by and y'all was just standing there talking to each other. Like, I'm getting that type of vibe. So she's going to drastically stand out. And I feel like you're going to immediately like want to change. Like you're immediately going to be like locked into her. Like, oh, like, I don't know. It's going to be it's going to be like this to you. Like, y'all both might feel that way with each other. It's going to be like a spark. You're going to feel the spark. And you might not feel that necessarily, especially right away. It might be love at first sight, to be honest. Like something that you never saw coming. And it could freak you out a little bit because of how instantaneous you're going to feel that way. You know? Wow, kind of hits the nail on the head for me. Thank you. You're welcome. Make sure you guys double tap the live stream and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Is a demon still hunting you? Is a demon still hunting him? I think you still are getting signs that this might be the case. I think whatever this thing is, it was designed to rob you of your fortune and your peace. I think that if you are feeling like you're haunted by a demon, a deadly fate, I think it was designed to literally keep you impoverished. Sometimes a demon on assignment to keep a person impoverished is literally robbing them of their peace. So you mean you go to your house where you should get rest and peace, and there's a spirit keeping you awake, so now you can't be your full self in the world? So this spirit is something that, I don't know if you had the most problems with this in the summertime, like Leo season, or you're Leo. Something about Leo and Scorpio, but I just see that it's something in Virgo. So yeah, this could have happened like the past few months, because we just passed Leo season into Scorpio season. So Leo, Virgo, Scorpio. If those were if that was the time frame where you was getting the haunting signs and you could hear things, paranormal experiences, it's because it was literally designed to rob you of your peace, your rest, to make you unfocused at work. Or it could have did this for you. So you're supposed to take your authority. Also, it could be an item in your house. It could be an item you picked up. Like, pay attention to what you pick up when you're like thrifting, or when people leave items or give you things. Or it could have already been where you lived at. That could be a solution to you getting the spirit out if the spirit's still there. And I think once that happens, everything's going to go back to normal. So that's what I got. Rack it up, racks. Brad, what's up? The woman I would like to find is the wifey material kind. I saw that. The kind of woman that I could feel confident in having kids with. She'll be okay if something ever happens to me. I did see that. And so because I saw that, I just pray that you do find her. And that you're ready for her when you find her. Or you at least take that leap when you find her. I'm having a tough time focusing on the cards, to be honest. Welcome to the live, you guys. Make sure you guys double tap the live stream and subscribe to the channel. So yeah. Hi, welcome to the live, you guys. Shout out to Greg for the super sticker. I love this girl, but we were really close friends. I'm sure she has some feelings about me, but I'm not sure if she wants to chase those feelings because other men. Let's see how the woman that you are thinking about, the girl that you love, that you were really close friends with, let's see how she feels about you and her next actions. Drea, welcome to the live, Drea. How does she feel about you, Greg? I think that at times, At times, maybe she talks a little hasty. I don't know if she's mad at you at this time, but let's see her next actions. I think she herself doesn't necessarily know what she's going to do next. I think she kind of keeps her card. She plays her cards very tight to her chest, actually. I don't necessarily get that she's dealing with other men. I don't think that she's necessarily dealing with other men. She might be tending to little ones. So I don't know if she has kids or nieces, nephews, or she's a student herself, in class herself. I see her tending to a younger energy, in a way of her being like the guide, the assistants, the, you know, the fun cousin, something like that. So if you think that she's with other men, I right away don't get the energy of her being with other men. If you two got into an argument and she's upset with you or expressed something that was expressing her being upset with you, I think she doesn't know what to do next. She might be feeling a little bit lonely or a little bit sad. How does she feel about Greg? So at this time, I think that she is just, I think that she feels like she learned something about you, or she learned something about your behavior that has brought a commence to, why did I say commence? Maybe she wants to start something over after you two have ended things with each other. So like I see her being, like I see her coming to terms with or being enlightened to you guys having an ending between you two relationship wise. So I don't know if you did something that she expressed that she didn't like, or vice versa, but I just see her acknowledging in her mind like, oh yeah, like me and him are over. The Paul brothers love you, Mom. Claude, stop with the Paul brothers spam. Do I be followed anytime I come back from school? Arcel, is somebody following? I don't necessarily see that. Arcel, I don't necessarily, no. Arcel, I don't see people following you after school. But if you feel that way, you know, do your due diligence. White tear rolled down my leg. Whoa. We just love you. Okay, thanks, Claude. What's going on with Scorpio? So Craig wants to know what's going on with the Scorpio in their life. The Scorpio in your life, what's going on with you? How, y'all not linked up yet? Craig, you and the Scorpio ain't linked up yet? I think the next option, I feel like y'all feel like there is some type of blockage. However, I think things will balance out soon. If there is some type of stagnancy, I think somebody just needs a little bit more clarity. Somebody needs to literally have clarity and get out their head. And I don't know. I think it could put somebody in a down energy. And it can make somebody feel like, why can't you just make up your mind? I think somebody's going to be frustrated with the time it takes for somebody to kind of reach the conclusion of what they want to do. However, ultimately in the end, I think Spirit is telling you to keep your options open when, in regards to that person. Or maybe you feel that that's happening. However, I think things will balance out. So if you two are supposed to come together, I see you two coming together. Despite any type of doubts and challenges that might arise. In the meantime, for you, Spirit's not telling you to wait around, but if you do choose to wait around, then this is just what you should probably expect. So I'm just going to end this reading by saying Spirit recognizes you as somebody who's very blessed. I see you as being somebody who's very desired. You're just looking for your one pentacle, and you see it in Scorpio, I guess. You're Scorpio. But in the meantime, between time, okay, that's just what Spirit allows us to see. I don't see third-party energy. I don't see that. But just know that that could be the case with you and your Scorpio. So, yeah. David Cap asking about a Sag and Pisces. Let's see about the Sag. How the Sag feels about you. The Sag wants to start something with you now. How does the Cap feel about you? The Cap wants to see about you right now too. Sag's next actions. Sag wants to start something with you, but she's playing it cool. Greg, Sag is playing it cool. They want something really bad with you, but they're playing it cool. Or they just act that way. They come off nonchalant. What about the Pisces? The Pisces next action. The Pisces is going to feel like it's like moving the earth. Are you an earth sign, Greg? the Pisces is going to feel like it's so hard for you to just want to do what I want us to both do. So I guess my advice, or spirit's advice, when it comes to both of these people, I see it. So if you have interest, Greg, in the Sag and or Pisces, just know that you're the person that could really steer the direction and the pace of this relationship. They both are interested, so express yourself to either one of them if you want them around. Because I think the Pisces is going to get frustrated after a while and she's going to give up. The Sag's going to play it cool either way it goes. The Sag is down for a good fun time if you express yourself in that way. Like, hey, I'm interested in you. The Sag's going to be down. The Pisces is just wait. Like, the Pisces is more sensitive. You got to give them... I'm not here to make you manipulative, but you got to really express yourself with the Pisces, okay? And with the Sag's going to pull up a wall. So if you don't do right by any of these people, time's ticking. So express yourself. That's your advice. Express yourself with both of them if you're dating both of these people. Because if not, you're going to live in regret, because they're only going to do so much. They can't, like, you can't have people burning to talk to you forever. That's not actually the most logical thing to expect. So communicate is what Spirit is saying. Communicate to probably both of them if you're interested. They're both highly interested. So yeah. I'm Muslim, married to 4. Since the start of the year, I've noticed increased jealousy from all of them. From your perspective, is this love, insecurity, or something else? So your first wife feels like she's always waiting for you. She feels like she's always waiting for you to come home. Your second wife feels really good. She probably gets the most attention, or she feels like she's taken care of financially by you. So your second wife feels really good about the relationship. However, she might be a person who makes the other ones feel jealous of her because they see how content she is and she feels content. I don't know if the second wife is where you focused on. The third wife really just wants you to not leave her. So the third wife's very codependent. She's going to stick around. She wants you to stay around. Let's see about the fourth wife. The fourth wife is detached. She feels like she uses her intellect more. She feels like you depend on her for her mind and you love her for her mind. So she's not all the way in her head about it. She's also strategizing against the others. So if any of the other wives are being catty, or if she's the one issuing out the cattiness, then just know the fourth one is the one with the strategy. She's the one that's actually probably like playing the game, if that makes sense. I think out of all of these, the second wife seemingly feels like she's getting the most, like she feels more content with you. She does feel the distance, but I feel like she likes that you provide for her. So that's what I got for you in regards to your wife, Mr. Abdul 007. Crazy read. That's the craziest read tonight. I'm Islam, Claude. Claude, keep your options. Your opinions are religious to yourself. I'm Chantel. Can you help me figure out who's been malicious behind our back for years? I needed to stop. When you said our back, is it you and like your husband? I'm gonna move through these cards to see who's been malicious behind Chantel. It could be an ex or somebody who's connected too. Whoever this person is has been malicious. I feel like you have a strong idea, because if they haven't been exposed to you, they will. This person tried to attack your foundation, your abundance. Okay, this person could live at a distance, and or they're just constantly stalking you. This person wants you to stay in, I feel like, a unhealed position in your life. So you know how sometimes some people wisen up to certain things? This person doesn't ever want you to wisen up to something. This person could be a detached person, could be like a mother figure. I don't want to say your actual mom, but it could just be somebody who poses as somebody who's just very gentle and kind and means well for you in some way or another. This person could be watching your transformation. This person that has malicious intent behind your back. This person could be, I see this as gossiping for some reason, but this person could have like showed up to like an event, like a birthday party, or this person could have like, I just see them giving you something. and you felt good in the moment. Like, this person appeals to your ego at times in your face, but behind closed doors, this person is a very nasty, jealous person. Okay, this is the type of person that really is two-faced. I'm seeing this person as extremely two-faced and not in your corner at all. Could be a mother figure, like I said, or just could be a person with a baby, or always thinks of themselves as knowing best. Like, you know what I'm saying, mommy knows best type vibes. I've been trying my hardest to be on the best path, but I don't know if it's my ex or family member. I need help. Tired of the worst negatives. Okay, let's see. Welcome to the live. I'm seeing a lot of new faces. So if you're new here and you like the vibes, make sure you guys just subscribe to the channel, but double tap my live stream and give it a like. I would appreciate it. Advice for LA truist Ramirez. Your advice is, there is a lot of conflict that has been happening in your life. She don't know if it's an ex, a family member. So who's the source of the conflict? It could be a lover. So I can see this as somebody who has brought loving gestures to you in the past, or maybe currently wants to get back in your life. You could want to get in this person's life too at times, but it never quite works out that way. Like, y'all, I see you two fighting. So this person keeps an eye on you at all times. They almost don't want you out of their sight. So it sounds like a toxic ex vibe. Okay. What else do we need to know? This person could be a Pisces, or you could be a Pisces. I'm seeing strong water sign here and air. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and I also am getting Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So yeah. I think you have, so yeah, this person just wants you to be stuck. And a lot of times it looks like you being stuck on them. So they don't want you to grow. Yeah, a lot of entrapment cards. So the chaos that's in your life is coming from you just overlooking. I hear these people are jealous of you. So if it's an ex, the ex is jealous of you. Every time you progress in life and you grow in life, they are seeing it as a threat to you leaving their life. So I see them doing, I don't see them being super dangerous. However, have your discernment, but I just see them seeing you shine. Like, you might not pay attention to it, but maybe you look better than you did last year to them. They're like, oh no, it threatens them. So your next actions, Spirit wants you to not invest any more energy into these people. Find ways to cut the tie once you realize that they're trying to keep the tie there. I also see you strengthening yourself. This message being almost like a medicine for you to be stronger, because now you can see clearly the intentions and why they're doing this. So yeah, I just see you being enlightened. Yeah, I see you being enlightened. This person themselves that's doing this, this ex, I don't see this ex as somebody who's going to be a person that's going to be well off in life. Like, not trying to be funny. I think this person's always going to be struggling. They seem like a procrastinator. They seem like they're always going to procrastinate and try to fall back on somebody. And that somebody's going to be you. Okay? So this person, like I said, they're very jealous, very competitive against you. They could be a Scorpio. It doesn't have to be. But again, water and air. So it could be Scorpio. Could be Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Yeah, a lot of swords. This ex this ex wants you in your head a lot. They don't want you to be confident about yourself. They're not sure about themselves. So notice when this person's in your life, you're not sure to execute on different things you want to do. Even if it's as simple as, I'm hungry, I want to get Taco Bell. And they're like, no, I don't want Taco Bell. I want KFC. There's somebody who, it's like, when you're around them, you tend to not do what you actually want to do, because they're always making you second guess. They're like, you don't even like Taco Bell. You're like, well, do I like Taco Bell? Maybe I don't. But as an example, maybe not literal. This person is not a person that's sure of themselves, but they see you as having it more than them, as far as knowing who you are. They're trying to rob you of who you are and stifle you. Libra is coming out at the moment. Scorpio. So just, I think this was good enough for you to know who it is, because this person is trying to hold on to you, and it's to the detriment of you and your life. So maybe not literal, but maybe eventually you'll see the time go by and so many years go by, and you're doing this circle, circle, circle. You would have outgrown this person but been stuck with them, and you'll be like upset, like, because your friends, you know, they're doing all these things with your life, with their life, and you could have been a part of it. So don't let a ex that's not going nowhere in life keep you back. Thank you so much. Seriously, I'm in tears. I appreciate your advice. You're welcome. That is so sweet. I can feel your energy through the screen. Thank you. Giving you some luck, lotto numbers. I don't do lottery numbers though, you guys. What do the cards say about me plunging my face in those cities? Did I hear Jewel say she trying to hold on to me? Don't stop being toxic. So yeah, let's see. Anybody? The last one was sweet, you guys. The last one was so sweet. It's like touching me. What do your card? I read that. I might have a narcissistic personality. Will I ever be able to love someone without making them feel like the problem hurting them? Let's see. Are you sure you're not bipolar? Are you diagnosed with narcissism? Are you borderline by any chance? But let's see. Will this person ever? Spirit is saying there's a difference between being self-aware. Let me see. If you heal yourself, I feel like you going through healing, Andrew, would look like you really purging out. Like, Spirit would have to, you would have to literally allow yourself to grieve losses, but you would have to also recognize them as losses. Does that make sense? Sometimes people's ego can get in the way and say, oh, well, no, like I didn't actually lose out on that because that wasn't actually an opportunity, because look, they had salad in between their teeth that day. So I know the person of my dreams, the job of my dreams would never be something like that. I'm better. Like if you have like a kind of like a chip on your shoulder to experiences that you experience, and you don't allow yourself to actually just feel or to recognize it for a value, if you don't recognize people, places, and things as the value, then you will go in life living in regret at some point. Because at some point, the things that you don't recognize as valuable, they are valuable. And you'll be left with things that aren't valuable, not to you. So that's when you're going to really feel the lack of these things that you're overlooking. I feel like you're kind of overlooking value and blessings. So that does sound narcissistic. I'm not going to lie. It does sound narcissistic. So how can you, if you ever want to not be that way, you have to recognize that behavior in yourself. It's not an impossible thing. Like, I feel like if you have self-awareness and you have the will to change, you can change. I feel like also the Most High God can help guide you with that. So anything else? So I do see you starting over. I think that you might actually, Andrew, I think you might process some things that you feel like you lost in life, some people, places, and things. I think you might go through a process of recognizing the value. Also, look at yourself as valuable too. Some of the most transformed people, some of the most impactful people in life are people who were once one way and they changed for the better, and then they're able to help other people that's just like them because they were in those shoes. So not saying that's me necessarily, like humbly speaking, no tea, no shade or judgment, but I'm just saying you might be a person, like your destiny's, your path might be whatever you're passionate about now. If you like being the person to draw attention and for people to look at you like, ooh, ah, you might actually have a position in people's lives to be a voice, a guidance, a lead, and whatever it is. Let's say you work at the gym. You might be able to find some people in the gym, create a team of guys, and then you're just being around them. You don't realize that your ministry at that point, of course I'm using that word loosely here, your ministry at that point could be, hey man, actually I think you might start to help them see the value in their life. Okay, that's what I'm seeing for you, Andrew. Your readings have been very accurate, especially about my second wife. I'm married to 4 and I have 23 kids, 11 girls, 12 boys. From your perspective, will I be blessed with more children this year? I don't know if you're a troll. However, will you be blessed with more children this year? I don't see the baby stork for this year. However, 1, 2, 3, if you really do want another child, I don't mean to laugh. If you do want another child, it's absolutely possible for you. So yeah. Can I get my fortune as for Friday as a Gemini? Let's see how your Friday may go. Friday, I see you working hard at something. I see you working. Maybe at a desk. Maybe sitting down, but I see you working on something. I see you looking to come out on top, so maybe reaching deadlines, goals. I see you looking sharp. You feeling good about how you're wearing, what you're wearing. Yeah, I see you really trying to beat out some competition. Also, be careful of your health. Maybe pay attention to your health. Either somebody around you has gotten sick recently, or you might be a person that could potentially get sick. Do you do some type of martial arts or some type of sports? If you do, or if you're doing any type of heavy lifting work, be careful of injuries or just small cuts and things like that. And I also see you being very decisive, good financially, but I see you being very decisive on something that you see as not bringing you satisfaction. Yeah, and that's the truth. So that's what I got. That's what I got for you, Mr. Abdu. As far as for, I'm sorry, not Mr. Abdu, Miss Night Guard. That's what I got for you. Jewel, notice something about you. Your vocabulary is elevating every day. Is it? I didn't do anything new recently, you guys. I didn't do anything as far as my vocabulary recently. I was thinking about how I haven't read books for real since like 2015. Around like 2015, I think was like the cutoff cap of me actually reading certain material, if that makes sense. Lately, I might read something like in passing, but thanks, Destroy. How's my love life looking this year? Real quick, Snapchat for Brit Capricorn. Your love life overall, girl, you might be getting, girl, the truth is, you might get into a relationship. It might be very promising, long-lasting, long-term. You might feel traditional around this person. Could be a Cancer, but it doesn't have to be a Cancer. I kind of see this as being something that you feel like, well, I think the person or you're going to have a lot of clarity. You're going to have a lot of clarity on the people who you don't want to be with and the people who you want to be with. So that's what I got for a snapshot. It's Chantel. Can you tell if it's a female or a male and maybe a first letter of the person's name? I really had to go to the bottom of who it is before it ruins me. Who is this person? It could be somebody who this person may go through. This person might not have a job, is what I got right away. This person might not have a job. You might have to deal with this person in some way. I don't know if this is a family person, like a person in your family. Male or female. I'm getting woman. I'm getting it's a woman vibe, okay? I don't know if this person is, I just heard drug dealer, but sometimes I get random things. Like I heard drug dealer. I don't know if this person plays an instrument or you do. Can I get a specific, Spirit? Can I get a specific? You could feel like, I don't know why I heard Judge Judy. Let me see. Let me just see something. Give me 1 second. Spirit's telling me to do something, so bear with me. This person's name could start with like a U, because I'm seeing vowels. Like I keep seeing U, J. So I don't know if that's why I saw Judge, J-U. I kept on seeing J-U. I'm seeing J-U, but I'm seeing O and T. So I don't know if that could help you in any type of way. Just a weirdo. But this person, you could probably feel that this person is shady. You could feel that this person is shady. Any messages I missed in the chat, I do apologize. It's just moving so fast. It's moving so fast, though. Jules, just stopping by to say goodnight. Love you, bestie. Hey, Karma Boo. Love you too, boo. That's not the other Karma. That's the other Karma. One for me, please, about what I'm doing. Jatin Sarna Official. Are you still here? Let's see. Spirit wants me to shuffle and then move through the cards. I really want to. I might take a pause for a second, you guys. I might take a pause for a second. Spirit wants you to be happy in whatever it is that you decide to do, Jatin. Jatin, Spirit wants you to be happy about what it is that you decide to do, okay? Spirit wants you to get to a position to guard your happiness, okay? So sometimes when we're happy people, or when we become a happy person, sometimes we realize that there's some negative people who don't like that vibration, and we might have to see them for what they are and maybe create some form of distance, and or literally just shave them out your life. I don't know why shave. So what's your purpose? I see you're supposed to be in a marriage, be in some type of, I see you being in a marriage, I see you dating or something like that. I think that you are a person that actually is supposed to be, you're supposed to have romance in this life. I don't know if you're a romantic person. I kind of want to take a glance at you. I don't know if you feel like it's hard for you to find romance, but if you have a family already, I think that your purpose is to actually be in this household, and for you to be very passionate about things of your family, of your household. I think you also, I don't know if construction or something like that stands out to you, but that's kind of like what I'm seeing. I think that sometimes you might feel a little bit not the happiest. So what are you supposed to do in life? I think maybe take a few months to focus on how to actually feel more optimistic each day. Something like that. That's what I got for you. Let's see. Let me see if Chantel ever messaged me back. I don't see if I see that. Did I miss somebody with the super sticker? Okay, I read that. Okay, cool. I'm gonna take a quick second. Yeah, I'm a romantic. I don't know why. It's because you're supposed to be. He's talking something. I don't know why. He said he don't know why he's a romantic. It's because you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be a man with a wife, and you're supposed to have a beautiful family. But Spirit wants you to be happier. I think sometimes it's easy for us to be cynical in life, especially when we feel like people rob things from us, like our happiness. Give me 1 second, you guys. I cheated a couple hundred times. I don't know why. It's Destroy. It's because you're supposed to be an infidelity person. And no, let me stop. Could you imagine if that actually came out in a? Could you imagine if that actually came out into a reading? Oh, the reason why you're a cheater is because you're actually supposed to be a cheater in this lifetime. That would be a karmic person, I feel like. This guy been in the chat since the start, just loving the bobs. So yeah. Let's see. Sometimes, oh, I want to tell you guys, sometimes I get intuitive messages by looking at people. So I'm just going to look at Naya. Naya, did I do a reading for you before up here? I probably didn't. However, Naya, do you know that you are a healer? Naya King, do you know that you're a healer? You said, what am I supposed to be? I think you do know that you're a healer, and you are here to actually reach the youth, especially young men. I see you being a person to really help guide young men, especially to make good decisions. Happy I happened upon you. You're really here to actually really help. Like you can heal the masculine in young men and help them see things in a way where the way that you deliver it, they just get it. So I do see you healing young men a lot. And yeah, I see you healing. It's not just young men, but I do see you being able to have an effect with young men, especially young men who have like anger issues. I see that you have like a softness in the way in which you are able, like you're able to touch them in a way that they respond to you, in which you, like, it's almost like somebody else could say the same thing, but if you said it, they're like, you know what, I'll listen to Naya. I'll listen to her, Miss Naya. So I kind of see you reaching like young men that are like very troubled, like no father, or stuff like that. Like you become the parent that they never had, the sister, the cousin that they never had, especially young men. But that's probably not the only focus. I just see them like they gravitate towards you. Yeah, I think that your steps are ordered. Yeah, you help people get out of addictions, depression even. Like for some reason you're able to help people, like you're like, it's like you can say to a young person, like, come on, Terry. You know you're not supposed to be doing, like, I just see you being that type of person. Like, come on, Terry. Now you know that this is going to ruin your life. You need to stop. For some reason, when Miss Naya says it, Terry's going to stop. He's going to really, it's going to weigh on him. It's going to make him, like, think, like, oh, man, I need to stop. He might give you some pushback in the conversation, but when he go on about his life and he around somebody else, he telling them, I need to stop doing this. So I just see you being that type of person. I see you able to help. Like I saw you getting people into college. I think you can help young people focus on their studies to get a good job and to get out of the streets, addiction. I think you're able to actually reach those types of people. Very easy. Like you don't have to try hard. It's like in the little things. Yo, Terry, stop beating your meat. You Frosted Flakes commercials. Welcome to the live, new people. I hope you guys have been enjoying the readings, okay? Let me see. What about y'all? She said, wow. I just see you being able to do that. Happy New Year's, everyone. First time here. Any message for me coming through? I think better days are going to come towards you. I think you're a very strong person, especially I think you're a very strong person. I think you're a pillar. I think you're a pillar person. Spirit wants you to allow yourself to remind yourself not to be ran over by people. Sometimes when you're the kind person, sometimes people try to run over you. Honor people's softness. So like if you see a person in your life that has a softness to them, I see you being the perfect person to protect that in them. I don't know if you feel like that has been tampered with you. Y'all should listen to her. I can prove she knows. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much for that. I am loved advocate, aka that's Miss Kia, y'all. Or Nia. I forgot her name, sorry. I think that there's somebody in your life. I see it like a little girl. I see like a little girl, or it might be like a little boy who's not quite in his teens. I just see them being kind of like they don't have like their identity yet in life, but they're kind of like a soft person. I see you being able to like protect them. So yeah, I think you have a lot of people around you. You have a lot of people around you, and you're able to protect them when they feel like they're not enough, like they don't have the identity. They don't know who they are. I just see you being able to reach, like, protect them really. Like you have like a protector energy, but it's so interesting because you also have like a mama bear energy that can be very vicious also, is what I'm seeing. So yeah, you also can help them make up their mind with things. Like some people need to learn how to make a fast decision. So hurry up, let's get it going. Sometimes people need somebody to help them get a light up under their butt. But some people, they need that soft, gentle vibe. I see you're able to go through either or, okay? So, yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Jewel, can you do me? Welcome to the live. Trisha, what do you want? Let me stop. Trisha, I think that in your day-to-day life, let's say, Trisha, did you recently stop talking to somebody? Thank you, Mr. Abdu, for the super sticker.